Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm so happy to be here with you. In this first video I would like to explain a little bit the Ujjayi breath. Now this is called the victorious breath, and it is a sort of working pranayama or breath control that we use consistently through the practice. So every breath you take through your Ashtanga practice should be Ujjayi. And the reason being is that Ujjayi breath will make a sound, it will give you a focus. So upon listening to your breath in every moment, you'll be able to notice if you're under breathing or over breathing, or you've stopped breathing. Okay, also the Ujjayi works with something called Uddiyana Bandha down in the belly. Now this is a belly lock. So this drives the breath up into the chest. So having a bigger breath will give you more stamina and more power and strength in your practice. It also kind of opens the spine, so we're trying to always lengthen and stretch out the spine in order to raise the energies there. So we want this long breath to reach up and open the spine for us, as well as the chest and the collarbones, the top ribs, the lungs and the heart. So it generates this big courageous breath. So to start with, to make the sound, I want you to first just breathe in and then open your mouth and pretend you were steaming up a mirror. Okay, do that a couple of times. And this last time, try to notice what the throat's doing to make that sound. Okay, so you notice there's a tightening in the throat. You probably don't even realize you're doing it, but you can feel the muscles of the throat tightening. So in Ujjayi breath, I do have a little bit of a rough voice today, probably from teaching and practicing Ujjayi a lot lately. So you want to tighten the glottis. Okay, that's the airway that is here at the bottom of the throat. So the air, in effect, has less space to pass through. So it's forced to become stretched out, okay, as less air can go through at the same time. So you get this long thread of breath, okay, instead of just a quick and it's gone. So now we're going to try and make this sound through the nose. Okay, so inhale through your nose and make the sound from the throat, breathing out of the nose. Try this a few times. Okay, notice the sound isn't coming from the nostrils. If it is, then you're not closing the glottis, you're just simply making the sound in the nose. Notice because of the glottis closing, the sound is now on the inhale and the exhale. Now you don't want to sound like Darth Vader as you do this. You just want it to be loud enough for you to hear. The person practicing next to you doesn't necessarily need to hear it. And the breath doesn't have to be the longest, deepest breath you can manage. If you do that, you might end up with a really stretched out practice. But as long as it goes deep enough to be long enough. So let's try a count of 4, shall we? Let's inhale for 4. And exhale for 4. Do that a couple of times. Okay, good. So that's a nice amount of breath length there. So now I want you to place your hands on your belly and forget about the Ujjayi moment. Just flop out your belly and see how your belly moves as you breathe. Now this is no good for a dynamic practice. So let's close the belly, just the lower belly under your hands. Okay. And now place your hands on your lower ribs. Start to breathe your Ujjayi breath. Feel your ribs drift up. Feel your ribs expand and spread out. Feel yourself grow taller. And really feel the diaphragm moving as you breathe. So as you breathe in, the diaphragm is forced down to expand, to make space for all that air in the lungs. And as you exhale, the diaphragm gets pulled in and up, creating a vacuum. Okay, this is the essence of your Ashtanga breathing. So if you're rather unstable as well or wobbly in your practice, remember to pull in Uddiyana Bandha, the lower belly lock. And this will support your spine and hold the heaviest part of your body nice and rigid. I hope this was helpful. So next I'll be starting a series of how to build your Ashtanga practice. So many of us don't realize that when we come to yoga, we're supposed to learn it bit by bit, element by element, pose by pose. So in that series, I'll be starting you off with just the Surya Namaskar, and then we'll add some poses, and we'll just keep building up a practice for you. And once you've got the videos, you can take as long as you need to on each section. Yeah, so I look forward to hearing your comments, and please write to me if you have any questions. Happy practicing your Ujjayi breath. Remember to switch it off. Okay, namaste.